What's up, T3? Hope you guys are getting ready for church. Gonna put a little video up about the new gun. I don't know if you can see it real well, and I know in pictures it doesn't do this gun justice. But me and Big Will put our heads together and tried to bring in some features that we thought actually made the design better instead of just making it look pretty. The undercuts, the grip itself, that's something that just about anybody can afford. Big Wheel does an outstanding job. I mean, the borders are optional, the accelerator cuts are optional. This is a Gen 5, so he can do it on whatever weapon platform you're running, as long as it's polymer. And the texturing is just like, it's not rough at all to the skin, and it allows you to get way up under the barrel and get closer to the bore axis, which gives me more control. And the accelerator grips allow me to put my thumb and actually put some downward pressure as I'm firing to try to control the recoil. But what you can't see by looking at it is these cuts took so much weight off that the gun actually feels lighter, even though we added the RMR and the taller sights. So they do co-witness. I love that. Try to get a shot. Maybe you can see the dot there. And they do co-witness. These are Mariglow. Everything we done, we didn't spend the most money on everything. We tried to do this as economical as possible. Mariglows were about $1, not even $100, and they look great. Co-witness great. So I'm not depending on just my electronics. If something should happen to my electronics, I've got my backup sights. But the trigger, guys, you guys have got to check out this trigger. So when you pull that trigger, I'm trying to hold it with the light to catch it. You have that take up, and I like that initial take up to know that its gun's about to fire. When it fires, watch how far it goes. That much, and it breaks. And then the reset is just like a forward push on my finger to help me to reset. Man, it's just so quick. Look how far back my trigger is. And I had a Arsenal Democracy $200 trigger. I've had the 25-cent trigger jobs, and I'm not gonna say this is the best in the world, but I guarantee you for the money it's the best in the world. We're talking about around $125 to do this trigger. It is well worth the money, guys. And the way he I know you guys can't see it, but he textured this grip just a little bit, because that center safety was actually protruding really bad, and I had already kind of trimmed it, and he took it and worked it and made it feel like a flat trigger, if you will. I mean, when I get on it, you want that trigger to pull straight back when you get your finger, and it helps me control this. You don't see my gun going left or right. It's just tracking straight backwards. Watch the tip of the gun, and even at this awkward angle, that trigger's helping me control my trigger and pull it straight back to me. So I know some of you guys are saying, man, there's no way I can afford all this, but you can. Will can put you together with exactly what you guys want. I'll talk in some other videos. I'll break that out on some separate videos, and we'll talk about what the RMR has actually done for me, about the Enforce light and all the other accessories that I thought were worth putting on this gun. But the Gen 5 to me is one of the best guns that Glock has put out, and now it's even a little bit better. So I'll have some shooting footage and all that good stuff very soon. We did shoot the crap out of it. That was the first thing we done. He handed it to me. We went out and run a few hundred rounds through it. We had this thing smoking hot, and this finish, it's actually a sniper gray, and with this weathered look. I'm talking about, it's just going to look better the more I carry it. And that's one thing that I really found with all the Cerakoting that I've had to fool with, is it does wear into your holster, and it's just going to get better with time. So that's just a quick 5-minute video of some things he done. I'm going to break out another separate video to really get into the other aspects. You guys have a good Sunday, and we'll talk to you soon. Watch 6.